Right. What's up? What's up? What's up? Wait on some more people to get up in here. My data. And we're tougher than leather, my data. Do, 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 do. What's up, everybody? First in the building, be the first to put a thumbs up. Appreciate you. Welcome to the ONYXCON Network. Multi-niche content, focusing on you living your best art life, and that is in multi-niche content, many topics, many ways. 14 in the building. Let's get them thumbs up. Let's get some love going up in here. How y'all doing? It's the weekend. It's Saturday. If you was in here earlier when I went live, it's a real hodgepodge of seasonal energy, y'all. We got first watermelon of the year cut open this morning. Had that, and it's so breezy it feels like March. It's the 1st of May, and it feels, I swear, it's like a day in March. That's why I got on this hoodie, because it's so breezy. And like tonight, it's gonna be not necessarily cold, but cool enough that you wish you had something on your arms. You know what I'm saying? So I was about to just wear a t-shirt. I mean, you could step outside in a t-shirt. I was working on a little craft type project outside, and all I had on was my tank top and some basketball shorts. But that was with walls on both sides of me blocking the wind, so it wasn't so bad. As soon as you step into that wind, and it's 18-mile-per-hour wind, you heard what I said, 18-mile-an-hour wind out here. It makes a big difference. Makes a big difference. Makes a big difference. Can y'all hear it? Can y'all hear it? I'm letting it blow across because it feels good. Keeps me from getting hot wearing what I'm wearing. Yeah, it's for real out here. It's nice and beautiful too. It's absolutely gorgeous. What's up? Got the love going up. Appreciate that. If you're part of my monetization nation, make sure you are a subscriber. You can hit the chat. You know what I'm saying? We do it just like that. And everybody is showing some love. Hey, put the thumbs up too. The thumbs up means a lot. I don't mind. I love seeing the love going up. That's great. But that kind of that permanent fixture to tell YouTube you rock with what you're looking at, you're enjoying the content, you like the channel, you like how we do what we do here. Make sure you always like the videos. That's so important. You hear everybody say it. There's a reason why we say it. It's all in the formula for continuing this march forward. So I wanted to get into a little bit about current events that apply to ONYXCON and the kind of content we do. If you know, one of my main things that I'm invested in is travel. I love travel. And, last year, unfortunately, because of finances and everything, wasn't able to go anywhere. 26 in the building. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get some love up in here, though. Let's get some thumbs up. Appreciate you. And didn't go anywhere last year, international trip. And I'm big on trying to fill up a passport, get my book pad, full. I want to be one of the people that can say they've been at least 20 plus places. I got buddies who've been 30 places and stuff like that. I want to get like them. I'm trying to hit 50 to 100. That's general goals. General. I mean, yeah. I don't care if it's 200. You know what I'm saying? I want to wear about 4 or 5 passport books. between now and the last of days. I always say, as long as I'm alive, I want to go somewhere at least once every year. That's my goal. As long as I'm able, I want to go. Like I say, missed it last year, but enough of that. Not this year. I don't care what's going on. Gotta go. But here's what makes it continuously hard, right? Not only is the general economy in the dumps right now because of the insanity coming from many angles, but especially what's happening in Washington, okay, with this tyrant regime and situation. You know what I mean? Yeah. We also are dealing with the cost of gas, and cost of gas doesn't just apply to your vehicle; it applies to other vehicles. Okay, it applies to taking trips, and the cost of flights is going up. But y'all heard about Spirit, right? Spirit Airlines is over with now. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be completely honest about it. I'm kind of like, yay, the wicked witch is dead. Yay, the evil tyrant is gone. Cause they like an evil tyrant for flight. Now, if you ever flew Spirit, you feel me on this. If you ain't never flown, or if you ain't never flown Spirit, then you're not in this conversation. You don't even understand what the hell I'm talking about. But if you've ever flown Spirit Airlines, and I have multiple times, you know how bad can be. Okay, this airline. Before I get into all that, I will say this, with all respectful sympathy to those who are just innocent people who had jobs and who are not the people who gave that airline its reputation for being a piece of crap, right? They said it looks like 17,000 employees out of work. That is a lot of people, y'all. That's literally like a whole town and unemployed, instantly unemployed. Where's the next check coming from? Airline industry is a lot like, from what I know of some friends who work in it or people I know have known that work in it. It's hard to get them jobs. I've even applied for jobs at airlines and stuff before. Never got in, and that was all right because honestly, if I got no jobs at the time when I was going for it, I wouldn't have been able to do some of the other things I accomplished in life in the film biz because I was still deep in that at the time, or deep enough, but I wasn't. It wasn't. It was like leading to where we at right now, where it's a real desert, but it wasn't quite there yet. So I was like, man, let me just get a job. At least let me get one of these damn travel jobs. At least I'll be able to travel and get the ticket benefits. And yeah, like any job, they're gonna have you there. They're gonna pull more out of you than you gonna get up the benefits. You're gonna mostly be just working. But at least I get a regular check. At least I can go where I want to go when I do take my 2 weeks, whatever. And I was like, you get your benefit package, get your health and stuff, you get your dental and all that, and vision if you need it. I was like, yeah, let me do this. Never could get it. I applied for like Delta, I know at least 2, 3 times, and it's just tough to get in. A lot of people act like, it cracks me up how some people talk about some jobs like it's so easy. I'm like, that's when you know they full of it. Like, yeah, if you know somebody who knows somebody, or if you just mess around and got the right credentials and the right everything, I didn't go to, I didn't do, see how I want to put that. Like some of the jobs that some people end up getting, put it like this: there was nothing I applied for at Delta that I couldn't have gotten. I wasn't going for nothing that I didn't have skills enough to do. It was a job anybody could have done. I was between trying to either get, baggage claim or uh, customer service at the front desk, or even the office jobs, customer service, answering the phone, setting up flights and itineraries, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, it's really tough to get in. So for all those people who lost their jobs with Spirit, I'm just saying from experience how much I know it is to get into anything in the airline biz. I feel for the ones, and I'm going to be specific, I feel for the ones that did not give it its bad reputation. For the rest of them, you reap what you sow. That's how I feel about that, straight up. Because I know I dealt with some BS dealing with them. And the amount of nonsense and insanity that has been online over the last few years, like I saw a video today, I'd never seen this. I was like, good gosh, man. I thought I'd seen the worst, right? I thought I'd seen the worst Spirit videos where somebody showed one that went viral where at one of the airports, and this ain't so much on them as itself, but at their terminal. But there was a freaking raccoon fell out the ceiling. Oh my gosh, hold on, y'all. I gotta get my signal back. I'm out here. My GPS done went crazy on me. Hold on. Oi, 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 oi. Sorry about that, y'all. You know, if you know my channel, I always, whenever I'm riding, there's typically gonna be some interruptions because of signals and stuff like that. It is what it is, right? That's what it is. But anyway, back to my story. So I was saying I saw a video one time, probably the worst, I thought was the worst spirit video I could have ever seen. One was where there was a raccoon fell out the ceiling in the airport, right at the baggage. Like, you know, they taking your bags, put them on the belt, weigh them and everything, and you get your, you know, your check-in, that's what it is, check-in desk. Raccoon fell out the ceiling. Folks screaming. You know, it was horrible. It was a nightmare. It was like, what the hell is what am I seeing right now? Right? That was one video. Then there was another one where these two women were about to get into it, and like they literally about to go to physical, and they both worked for the damn airline. They both were Spirit employees, and they about to get into a straight up fight at the damn check-in. And whoever the person camera obviously was a customer, was just like, well, hell, let me go viral for some bullshit. Hell, let their phone and take the whole thing. So you know them two fools should be fired. They should have been long gone. But the saddest part about it is they probably still had a job, because that's just how thuggish, ruggish the worst of Spirit's employees could be in the experience of not only what I've witnessed online, but what I've witnessed in person, right? Now, then I saw the absolute worst today. I didn't think it could get no worse. I saw this. I saw some video somebody showed. Oh my gosh, this little short white woman was yelling on the damn microphone at the check-in terminal for a plane. It was a full flight. People were looking frustrated. I don't know what was the issue, but she's yelling at people like they're kids or something. And she's saying, you're just gonna shut up. You hear me? This is what we're gonna do. Everybody's gonna shut up. They're gonna shut up. This is what this woman is saying. And she's an employee of Spirit yelling on the damn microphone at the people waiting to get on the plane. And people were looking like, are you absolutely kidding me right now? Like, I paid money for somebody to speak to me like this is another adult. And I spent hundreds, if not thousands or whatever, you know, because they're not telling what money people have put on where they were going. But I'm like, I know it was hundreds. I know it was hundreds. Hell, if it was $5, if it was a penny, ain't nobody gonna be yelling at me. You out your damn mind? Like, what the? Excuse me? Like, yeah, it was one of them moments, right? So I saw that and I said, well, they sure stacking the case against them. Like, what do you expect, man? This is what you reap what you sow. This is the kind of sick shit that went on for so long that comedians like, oh, crazy ass, oh my gosh, what's his name? I can see his face. I was about to say the name and mix him up with somebody else, but that's not who that is. Oh, what's that young brother's name? He's from Atlanta. He is hilarious, silly as hell. Golly, I can see his face, and I'm just not saying the name right now. But anyway, if you know the joke, you know the joke. But he did one recently. I don't know if I mean, it could have been like put it up again. It wasn't even that recent, but I'm just not seeing it. But I saw the first one, and then I saw part two to it. But basically, um, he's like he plays all these different characters. You know, it's a lot like Drewski. He's not Drewski. That's not who I'm trying to think of. Damn, I can't remember. I cannot. My brain is just for whatever reason I can't think of his name right now. And I see his face. I know his name. Just ain't thinking of the name right now. Dude, silly as hell. He's from Atlanta. And anyway, he did one talk about the difference in Delta and the difference in Spirit. And if you've seen it, you already know why I'm laughing. You already know why this is so damn funny. When I tell you, you will howl, you will cry, you will fall out the chair, you will roll on the floor laughing at this. It's the funniest shit you done seen all day, I promise you. All right, grown folks humor, for real. But look, this dude, first he's like the flight attendant on Delta. He's all nice and chummy with everybody. He's like, how you doing today? All right, sir. Hey, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, glad to have you on board today. He's shaking everybody's hand, giving everybody extra chips. You want an extra? You want another? Hey, you want another juice? Like they're getting extras, little snacks and stuff instead of having to pay for them or whatever. and then and then they had a bunch of all the flight attendants are fine and beautiful, looking like models and stuff, and they strutting around looking all good and everything. And so I'm like, man, this is a mess, right? So then, oh Lord, there was a moment where they had this dude that was supposed to be the old pilot. Oh my God, he said, and your pilot today. They said Joe Biden. Man, I was like, y'all are fool. And the man was so senile, he barely looked like he could stand up. And everybody was looking, suddenly everybody was looking kind of scared, like, wait a minute, hold on now, everything was good, but this is the wait a minute, that's the pilot, like, oh shit. And it was like doing the Soul Train line down the middle of the aisle and acting silly and stuff. And he dancing with them, and I was like, "What are you doing back here? You supposed to be flying the plane?" Oh gosh, that was so damn good. So then he did the flip side of it, and in spirit, and everybody's all thugged out. They smoking. They got tattoos everywhere, all of their face and everything. And folk yelling at folk, cussing them out, talking about you don't get nothing extra. You pay for what you pay for. Sit your ass down. All this old stuff. And somebody got up. Oh Lord! After they said to put on the seatbelts and get secured, they was like, "What? You ain't gonna sit down? You gonna sit down?" And so they jumped the dude and throw him off the plane. Like they in the air, they're flying, and they got like the sound of that door, the side door for the emergency exit, and they pushed the dude out the damn plane. Man, oh my gosh! First time I saw that, I laughed so damn hard. I don't know how long I laughed, but I kept replaying it. That shit, oh my gosh! But then he did a follow up to it. Like I said, I don't know how recent this is, but I think it's recent where he was like another one, and then this one. First, it starts with Delta and the flight attendant. He's still the same flight attendant, nice staff. Like I say, everybody's all well groomed and nice and cool. And a lady started going into labor. He asks for towels, and he delivers the baby successfully. To make it so bad, candles, handles for the nurse or whoever to like up on for the baby. I said, "You got to be freaking kidding me." This fool here, and to make it so bad, of course, the baby was like a little fake baby, so it looked all silly because it's all rubber and shit. I mean, you talking about silliness, right? But then he turned out and they said the spirit version. Once again, fool smoking. They supposed to have on their uniform correct. They had ties. All their ties are loose. Ain't nobody got their tie tied. Clothes all sloppy, looking all thuggish, ruggish, sagging and shit. Old folks tell the woman, "What the hell, your stupid ass?" God cussing the person out by having a baby. And take it when the baby's delivered. They say, don't charge them extra for the delivery. Don't say, you owe us this how much money. It was, I forget how much money food says, like something $100. And she's like, what? For having my baby? You help me? What are you talking about? And the food opens one of the damn overhead cargo compartments for baggage and throws the rubber baby in there. I said, I'm fucking done. I am done. This fool is crazy. Oh my gosh, have mercy. Oh my gosh. I laughed so damn long and hard on that silly shit. Oh my goodness. That was the dumb. I saw that just the other day. So for that, he was on it. He is always smart when he posts. He knows. He knew Spirit is over with. He knew it. He saw it coming like everybody saw it in the news. He said, now's the time. Let me post this out here now. Perfect timing to post this. Because some people don't even know how bad it is because they've always flown the better airlines. Well, good for you, great for your pockets, glad to know you rich. The rest of us were just looking for a discount, man. We got caught up because we was looking for that discount. But I learned the hard way too. Like I literally made my promise to myself after my flight to República Dominicana. Shout out to Dominicans. I love Dominican Republic, even though I went through a lot of BS there. It was not enough BS to overcome the glory of it. So I always say that was not a half and half, but it was like a 70-30 situation. Like the 30% could have really ruined the trip for all the stuff I went through. But the 70 was so amazing that I cannot have any grudge towards that place. And I still want to go back and visit again. It was beautiful. I see why it's the most popular island in the Caribbean. It's really a very beautiful place. When you see the best of it, I can't stress that enough. Don't just stay in the city and be like, this is what they were talking about. Well, you ain't gonna understand it if you're in the damn countryside. You go to the resorts or the really nicest beaches, you will understand. Oh yeah. Pardon, signal, signal. You know how I go with the signal. And I'm in a definite area where there's a lot of all around stuff going on with signal. But anyway, I was gonna finish saying was so when I was making my route back to Atlanta at the end of my trip, and that was 2024, I'll never forget. And here's how you can put it in perspective, because I always forget the exact date, but it was July, and it was whatever that day was when the last major cyber hit, hacking happened that jammed up all the flights out of America and to America. Some of y'all remember because you were like me, you were stuck somewhere in an airport in another country or even here trying to get out and wondering hell what's going on. And here's the literal difference in Spirit and Delta, right? And why I'm more loyal to Delta than most airlines is so I literally was in the airport, got there on time, got there early like you're supposed to, all the good stuff you're supposed to do, waiting around. And now here's where the only thing I would say good about with Spirit when I was in Dominican Republic. The customer service was not as bad, and this is hard to say because I hate to say, but Dominican Republic can be known for really bad customer service when it comes to like restaurants and stuff like that. So anything service Republic, I was kind of surprised. Like they were cool. Everybody was cool at first, right? Everybody was all nice. Most of the girls were cute behind the counter, so that was great. It was my last little taste of all these beautiful women before I get on this plane. All right, and I can even remember my favorite one that I really liked. I kept trying to like kind of flirt with her and see if I could get a picture with her. And she seemed to be cool with it, but since she was about to take the picture, one of the other girls said, no, you can't do that, you can't do that. And she said it in Spanish, but I knew what it was. I was like, damn, why she blocking her? She having a moment with me. You messing up our vibe, right? She's like, I'm sorry, I can't. I said, that's all right, man. I ain't getting you in trouble. Shit, damn, what the hell? Like, what just happened right now, right? So, same girl later, though, when we got to the terminal, because sometimes the ones checking you in at the ticketing and everything be the same ones at the gate. So she was there again. And this time it was a little different situation. There's a couple of more different people that weren't the same people. And I got to kind of flirting with her again. And I said, can I get that picture? She said, yeah, I don't care. Like translate my little try to be Gestapo friend ain't around, sure. So I did get the picture. That was cool, whatever. And so I thought too, I'm thinking, okay, if anything goes wrong, I'm gonna only talk to her because she might be honest with me. Because this is taking a while for us to get on this damn plane. All right, y'all, it's coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back. So, yo, we got 7 in the building, man. We gonna have like 20 something people up in here. Put some thumbs up, man. Let's get some love up in here, y'all. Y'all want to love the story. Y'all want to enjoy the story. Show some love to the storyteller. Support the channel. Subscribe. You know how it go. It's YouTube, y'all. It's interactive. Don't be a Spirit employee. Work for Delta, y'all. Come on. Y'all get right for me. Anyway, so I came over to talk to her. I was like, yo, I'm trying to. First of all, I couldn't even talk to her again. So many other people were in front trying to ask the same question. So I never could get an answer as to what the hell's going on. Why is it such a delay? So I just gave up on that about talking to her. I said, well, I'm just going to be stuck like everybody else. What the hell is going on? I don't understand why they're doing us like this. This is foul. We can't get no answers. Can't nobody find out. So hours are going by, and finally it was just getting tense. Like people were lined up at the gate, arguing with the gate people. Everybody's talking in Spanish, so I know a little bit of what's being said, but not all. There was a couple of folk from Haiti. Shout out to Haiti. You know what I'm saying? And one of my Haitian brothers, he was so cool. I talked to this dude in the line earlier that day. He was real nice. But hell, everybody got their breaking point, man. You're not telling us nothing. We don't know why the flight has been delayed. We don't know where we're going to go to another gate to get another alternate flight. Nothing. We get no details, no respect, no respect, nothing. Nothing. De nada, right? Es muy mal. Es espirito, es muy mal to this day. So I was just like, all right, still working on this story for y'all, right? Still working on this story for y'all. So basically, We're stuck. People are getting frustrated. And like I said, it was a Haitian brother I met earlier in the line. And he was real cool. We were just, I was telling him it was my first time in the country and how much I had a few things happen that weren't so cool, but for the most part, it was a good trip, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, telling me about some other stuff cool to do if ever I come back, that kind of thing. So he was, so I'm saying all that to say, when the brother got fed up and went off, I understood. We all got that side. Like, enough is enough. But I was like, yeah, it was like everybody who was voicing their opinion at that moment was me if I was here. Like, God dang it, what's going on, right? But I was like, I ain't saying shit up here. I'm in another country. I'm just gonna chill out and see what happened. Cause hey, it been enough going on already. I ain't trying to get caught up. I'm just gonna go with the flow. Whatever it gonna be, we're gonna make it. We're gonna see what's up. So, but he went off and he said something in French. The Creole that they speak, and it was so funny to me because like everybody started doing it. It was almost like I saw the difference immediately in the cultural aspects. Or one, I won't say that that's some generalization that counts for all, but it seemed to be a thing that okay, the Dominicans get fiery, they get mad too, right? But they were doing this whole like they want to do the whole back and forth, blah, 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 blah. But when bro went off in French, it was like, what is going? And then he said it in English, like, what is going on? There are no answers. You're not telling us anything. I was like, that's exactly how we feel. For real. Thank you. He gave it in French and in English. Like goddamn. And I was like, wow, man, wow, And everybody was kind of looking at him like, oh, like, we don't have to get that mad. I was thinking, the hell we don't. We are that mad. Like, you ain't got to go to blows, but let these fools know. You're disrespecting grown people that got schedules and lives and families to come see. They're going home, they're going to work, they're going whatever they're doing. We all trying to get the funk up out of here, and you're not even telling us how severe the situation is. So they made us, like, let's just say, if my flight had been at 5 o'clock, of course I was there 3 hours early because of it being an international flight. And by the time they finally just told us the flight was officially canceled, instead of hold tight, dude, just keep waiting. All this, you checking your phone and giving you a little bullshit message updates that ain't nothing, just something to hold you over. But they're never explaining why, right? This is how Spirit was doing, folks. So I know the mess Spirit Airlines would do to you, right? From real experience. And then the ultimate jab to the stomach was that at 12 o'clock, imagine, 12 o'clock and the next day, it waiting on a flight, and they finally told us, they never still didn't tell us what happened. They just said the flight was canceled, and to go to the same gate where we checked in, way back on another side of the airport, which is a whole nother journey. It's like it's not as big as Atlanta's airport, but it's big enough that when you're that tired and been waiting around all day, ain't nobody want to have to walk all the way or take the little. I can't remember if there was a train. I don't think they had a train. You just a bunch of walking and escalators and stuff. But got back over to that side, and that line was so long, y'all. That line, because it wasn't just our flight, it was all these other, like every flight for Spirit and every other airline that had been affected, but did because that was the Spirit line. We're all waiting in line, and I'll never forget. I got on my phone, and at the time it may have been like 11:30, and it took me at least 30 minutes. I went through. I was looking for. I had to find two things. The first, I called my family, telling them I'm not. I mean, they already knew I was being held up and everything. But then I told them, I said, I'm not gonna make it tonight at all. It's gonna be sometime tomorrow, if that. These fools talking about we can reroute you on a flight, but it'll be 3 days from now or some bullshit. I was like, I'm not staying that much longer here. They ain't got no money for that. That ain't what that is not what I planned for. And I had already, because of previous things that had happened on this same trip, my doggone money was so funny. I had pretty much blown my balance on a credit card because of emergency things that had happened previous. Like I had two hotel scenarios that was a hot mess and had to pay for this stuff. I had a credit coming back that did pay for some mess that happened with Airbnb, but it was the waiting. It's like people kill me with this whole you might get your money back or you're going to get your money back. No, no, no. It's a might. That's a maybe. And then when you do, it's going to take freaking forever because there's the law that a lot of people forget this because, this new Goonie, Want to shut down everything, all the progress that anybody on that side of the aisle had ever created to help everybody. But they had that law that if you have a canceled flight, the airline must pay you back, and that's that. And I think it had a general stipulation of when too. It was a time on it. So yeah, they had us waiting, y'all. They had us waiting, and I knew I wasn't gonna get that flight that night. I knew I wasn't gonna get no decent flight in the next few days if I was gonna even be able to get the one between 2 to 3 days they were talking about. Because they were rearranging that on top of a bunch of other flights and trying to squeeze people in and all that. I was like, man, these fools are having me here for weeks, trying to get out of here, and I ain't got no money for that. Like, I've already got to my end of my credit card at the time. I was really in a tight spot, right? So what did I do? What any smart person does, like I said, called my people, told them what's up. Then I started making reviews of any flights available the next day back to Atlanta. And I found one on Delta that was so damn expensive. I think it was like 500 and something. It was like, man, oh my God, this is it. Like, after this, I'm done. Like, I know I put at least 1,500 to 2,000 over what I expected to pay because of the bullshit that had happened on this trip at different times. And all of it was with all these things of, oh, you'll get your money back. Yeah, but when, mother? When? When? Because it don't come back quick with these shiesty ass companies. They got all the money in the world, but want to act like when you need them to do. That's why I hate. I'm gonna tell you somebody else. I don't mind. Look, when it comes to sponsorship, I don't want no sponsor from nobody. I ain't never. If I've ever had a problem with that company, they can kiss my ass forever. How about that? If you good with me, we great. Let's make money together. Let's do whatever. But Booking.com, Booking dot hell no. Every time I hear that commercial, I'm like, they be like Booking dot yeah, but I be like Booking hell no. When I tell you the amount of rigmarole and nonsense I had to go through to get my money back, because that's who I booked it through. I booked it through them for my Spirit flights and other stuff, whatever. Because you know how they do all that second party stuff. They do that. They big on that. They good for that. Oh, they love that. And what you learn the hard way, and I'm not the only one. I was watching Maya from West Africa. I think he's Ghanaian, if I remember right. The brother who has a very popular channel, and he's a legend in everything in the game. And wait a minute, what the hell? Which way they taking me? But he got a situation messing around with damn booking. And I heard he said it in the video, and I know he left that in there on purpose because he was mad like I was mad. He was like, they had messed up his reservation at a hotel or something. And he's trying to get his money right, and everybody acting all nonchalant about it, like, oh, it'll come. He's like, yeah, but when? What are you telling me? Because I already spent my money. Are they gonna? And I was like, wow, man. Even for a dude on that level, like, because they don't. You just a name and a number. They don't give a. They don't know. Oh, you mess with somebody who he's gonna put out a video that will literally hit your numbers, because he got them real followers. That brother's like, I don't know where he's in. He's up there. He's hundreds of thousands, if not a million. He may have already hit a million. You know, he's got the numbers. So you can play with us if you want. Any company, anybody. You mess with the wrong YouTuber and let us get to talking about you. Oh, we make a difference because I literally have booked flights and picked countries off of videos. That's a real fact. You know what I'm saying? We do have influence. When we call ourselves influencers, it's not just a word. It's a reality. And they be needing a reality check, man, because these companies just think, oh man, you're just a damn number. You just okay, we get away with as much murder as we can until we can't no more. That's what they think. And then your day will come and you'll be like Spirit. Out of business. Yes. It was your turn. You think you was invincible. Guess what? Your day will come. The day will come. Shout out to my Jamaican peoples. Y'all know that song, them. The day will come. Come on, man. We're going to get our justice for all this bullshit we go through as consumers. It's insane. It's like these folks think they are literally just going to keep pimping the public, do whatever you want, and get away with it forever and ever. No, 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 no. Oh, man, I wish my music would play at the same time. They keep trying to do it. There's something wrong with that. I don't know what that is with that technical signal. Like, I'll flip back over here and start talking to y'all again. And if I was listening to radio like I was, it'd be trying to, like, it's connected to the car, so it'd be trying to, like, connect it all. and play it out. It won't. It just won't do it. I'm like, you want to have the fun with me. You just won't let me do it. What's the problem? Anyway, anyway, finishing my story real quick, and I'm gonna be done with this. So with that situation and how that went when I was in DR, Delta is what the only reason I only no not only the only reason I got back home. And you can see all of this in video. I got videos for days about the whole trip. You can watch the entire journey. And I always encourage people to watch it, because especially if you're a traveler or want to be a traveler, you're gonna learn so much from my videos. I promise you're gonna learn so much, because I already made some of these mistakes that you might make and that you may still make. Because here's what I learned from that trip: I did everything right.